It's time for Media News with Comic Book Man and JR. My God, they talk so much.
Oh, Jar Jar, everyone hates you but me. Mwah.
Media News, episode 60. When we walked in fields of frumpage.
Okay. Hey kids, how you doing? Comic Book Man here. Welcome to my video outhouse. It's time once again for Media News. And joining me for Media News here in the outhouse is
JR. Hi,
JR.
How you doing?
Hey JR, how you doing?
I'm all right.
And JR is here with all the news that's going on.
No, I don't have any.
In Hollywood right now.
No, I don't have any.
You don't?
None.
Well, we're done, folks. Thanks a lot for watching.
We gave up Media News for Lent.
Yes, we gave it up for Lent.
No. Go, just point and click.
Oh, high school came in today.
Oh.
Okay, he's giving up show to jump for Lent.
What?
That's what he told me.
Insider talk, ladies and
Giving
gentlemen.
up show. This is inside baseball. He's giving up show to jump for Lent.
For Lent. Wow.
Okay. Anyway, get to the news for Christ's sake. Oh, we're supposed to do news?
And coincidentally, he's giving up masturbation for Lent. We'll see how that goes.
Who's there to monitor that?
Anyway, hey, we got Media News.
No, we don't. He just got through telling you.
Oh, it's a mishmash of stuff. It's just a mishmash of
Lent's
stuff.
over.
Lent's over, and we're back.
You got to be a Christian to go to Lent.
And first up, I don't know, Shaolin Soccer and Kung. It seems like the longest one.
Wow, yeah.
And Shaolin Hustle director Stephen Chow gives
Stephen
a rat's ass about something.
Yeah, he sure does. He made Shaolin Soccer and
Yes.
Kung Fu Hustle.
Oh,
Comedy sort of martial arts.
they were great, both of them.
Yes.
What the hell were they about?
It's about people playing soccer and then fighting karate. So, yes,
Wonderful.
It's great. He's remaking a Bruce Lee classic.
Yes.
As they like to say, Way of the Dragon. No, way of.
Way.
of.
Way.
Yeah, it's a Bruce Lee. That's what they say. They call it a classic, but that was one of the few Bruce Lee comical. And here I am doing this again. I'm going to try and do this as many times as I can.
Now, if it's a comedy,
Yeah.
who would you get to play in a comedy?
Oh, Stephen Chow's going to play it himself. That's what he does. He directs and stars in his own movies. He ain't hiring anybody. But it's one of the few comedies. Bo has something to say. He's Comic Book Man.
Jack?
Who's playing Chuck Norris in this?
I don't care. Maybe Chuck Norris.
He's still alive.
He's still alive. He's selling gym equipment.
Actually, I was wondering about Jack Black and Anne Hathaway. It says,
oh yeah.
Tell me they're not dating.
it says sorry. It was sort of I was sort of throwing it to you
Yeah.
for that.
Well, you know, I had a few pre-show drinks.
Apparently.
No, Chow.
Starring Jack Black and Anne Hathaway.
I'm sorry.
Martial artist goes to Rome
There's
to
no
defend
prep.
restaurant owners from mafia types.
You know what my
So
prep
moving
is?
on.
You know what my prep is? Checking emails and pointing and clicking, copy and pasting, baby.
Okay. So
Yeah. Jack Black and Anne Hathaway.
Jack Black was Kung Fu Panda. It worked.
yes, he was. Yes, he was. And speaking of Jack Black, no,
Worst
we don't have
media
another
news
Jack
ever,
Black
but they're both going to be in the film. And, where are we going?
Speedy Gonzalez. I don't know if you've heard or not, but they're bringing Speedy Gonzalez back.
Yeah.
And the one person you never thought would be playing Speedy Gonzalez is playing Speedy Gonzalez.
Yes. That
Who is
would be
it?
George Lopez.
Really?
Yes.
And it says it right
George-
here.
Taking over from Anne Hathaway.
And he said he was going to take over Media News.
I don't know. George Lopez is producing the film.
Yes.
Which will head off any sort of possible
Yes.
protest from the
Yes. From
Mexican
Hispanic
group.
groups.
Yes, from the Hispanic group.
Well, Speedy Gonzalez isn't exactly the most PC rendition of a Hispanic
Is
person
he
you've
more
ever seen.
PC than the Taco Bell dog?
Well, he's more PC than the Frito Bandito, but not by much.
When's that movie coming out?
Oh, I can't wait.
All right, so that's coming from New Line and Warner Brothers, and it's going to be great.
Coming up next,
Yes.
I spit on your grave.
Wow. Social commentary from Comic Book Man. Hank?
There's a remake coming.
Oh, man, and have you ever seen the original? I'm not a horror movie fan by any stretch of the imagination.
You know, I saw bits and pieces. I don't think I went to actually go see it, but
man, it's
I
really-
was seeing a lot of movies in the 70s and 80s. I remember I was tempted, but I don't think I ever did.
It's really repulsive. I mean,
Yeah, it is.
horror, it's tremendously repulsive, but
I remember Ebert and Siskel's review of the thing. I remember Siskel bitching on sneak previews that they pulled one of his review quotes out and plastered it
Right.
all over the one sheet where you know, what was it? Siskel said, "This is the roughest R I've ever
Something
seen,"
like
or
that,
something
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, and
and Siskel was bitching that I wasn't using it to say it was saying that to say it was good. It was crappy.
well, guess what? A whole new set of critics can say the same thing because it's getting remade.
Well, you know, the classics always come back.
How are we feeling the wood at the bottom of the barrel right now? Right. That's what,
Speaking of classics, they're
Yes,
also remaking
another-
Arthur, which
Dudley
was
Moore.
a high class piece of crap
there's
as opposed to a low class
you know,
piece of crap.
there's nothing funnier than a staggering drunk.
That was a funny movie. He was a drunk who stumbled around for 2 hours being drunk.
Raging alcoholism.
Right?
Always
Nothing
laughing.
funnier than the
Foster
alcoholism.
Brooks.
No, he's dead too.
Well, Foster Brooks, he was always funny. He was a laugh riot.
But it's
There's nothing funnier than alcoholism, kids. Remember that.
Raging alcoholism.
Russell Brand, who was in whatever comedy movie that's been out for the last few years.
Yes.
He's going to be the lead, and this is the great part of this.
Oh, there's a great part. Okay.
All of you remember that Arthur had a butler.
Yes.
Arthur's butler was
Was,
played by the late great
yes.
John Gielgud.
John Gielgud.
Oscar-winning John Gielgud.
Royal Shakespearean Theatre, John Gielgud.
Exactly.
Yes.
Well, that role has been recast.
Yes.
Meryl Streep.
Oh, perfect choice.
Meryl Streep will be playing
Who's picking
Hobson.
up a check.
I'll let the
Hobson valet.
media.
Yeah, well, Meryl Streep got to eat too.
Meryl Streep is getting about old enough now where it's time to start making some films to put some money away for the grandkids.
Suppose. But as long as she doesn't, she has yet to sort of to lose her craft,
Yeah.
as it were. She may have done that ABBA movie. That was one thing. We'll forgive her for that.
We will.
Not anytime soon, but eventually. But not too many of these, Meryl. All right.
Speaking of sequels and remakes and stuff, Wes Craven is going to direct the fourth
There's more coming.
Scream.
For those of you that forgot, wasn't that like 6-7 years ago the last one came out? Yeah, there's more coming. Wes
Yeah.
Craven, who hasn't directed a film in the last 4 or 5 years himself.
Didn't he put the original together?
Yeah,
Wasn't that his
was him.
baby? That was his baby.
That was
wasn't
his
it?
deal.
And then he went away from it, and now he's coming back.
He's coming back, yeah, and it's going to be ready for early 2011, so they're going to crank it out pretty quick.
Speaking of sequels, Blackbeard 4 has got one of my favorite
Who?
actors in it who's
No.
slumming.
No, Pirates of the Caribbean 4.
Oh, Pirates of the Caribbean 4.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean 4. He's got one of my favorite actors in it who's slumming.
Yes, Ian McShane,
Yes.
late of the series,
Yes.
Comic Book Man's favorite television series.
Kings.
No, not Kings. Deadwood.
Western.
Deadwood. Yes, Deadwood is a fine
Yes,
series.
yes. He will be playing Blackbeard in the fourth movie, so the cast is beefing up. And that's actually a good choice. I think that's a good choice.
Also slumming. Also
what-
slumming.
he wants to go to Hawaii.
And our final story, our final story. We talked about Arthur being remade,
Yes.
sequels to Scream, sequels to Pirates of the Caribbean. We haven't talked about SWAT.
SWAT.
We haven't talked about SWAT yet.
To SWAT.
We can't get out of here without talking about SWAT.
Don't go over to the website to buy your tickets yet, because
Okay.
you'll be able to buy it at the Best Buy, because it's a direct-to-video.
Oh, those are my my
Best one.
favorite.
Which
you
means-
can get those for $5 in
which
about 3
means
years. Yeah.
Sam Jackson won't be in it.
No.
No, nobody good will be directing it. Actually, a lad named Benny Boom.
Benny Boom.
Benny Boom, who directed Next Day Air,
Yes.
is going to direct the film.
He sounds like a fine director.
Let's put him in Jersey.
It's
Benny
gonna-
Butts.
It's going to be set in Detroit, and it's called SWAT: Firefight.
Colon.
I have to say colon because
Colon.
I'm crazy that way.
Because it's a video out.
Yeah, it's a video outhouse,
Video
and
Outhouse,
we're all
there you
about
go.
colons.
And we know all about colons.
SWAT 2 Firefight.
Firefight.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
So is this going to be all new characters, or are they going to recast?
Are
we going to see who the bargain basement Sam Jackson is, and the bargain basement whoever else was in the movie?
Because the beauty of SWAT is there are SWAT teams in all the 50
course, of
states.
course,
So we can make
of
50
course.
direct-to-DVD movies.
course.
And each one will be different.
SWAT Des Moines.
And SWAT Mount Greenwood.
SWAT Mount Greenwood. There you go.
Right? But the armpit of the universe. And the only community in America.
See, drunks are funny.
Mount Greenwood, one of the few communities left in America that doesn't have a CSI franchise.
And, drunks are funny.
And they are funny. Arthur,
really are.
And I think we're done.
Okay.
We have to get our drink on now.
We're done. We're finished. We're out of here. This has been probably the best media news that we've ever done. And we want to thank all of you for showing up today and suffering through it.
Don't worry, I won't.
You lie!
Don't worry, I won't post it.
What a douche.
I'm not cleaning that up.
You can read all
this.
these media stories
All this.
and all of JR's reviews over at the store's
can you read it?
website.
Where
And
can you
where's
read
the store's website at? Oh, Sarah knows.
She knows.
What you have to ask me about it? It's your website, www.myalternatereality.com.
So stop off at the store's website, read all of his reviews, read Bo's news, and until next time, this is Comic Book Man
And a not coherent JR.
saying
Good.
bye! Here at Alternate Reality, we do multi-day sale-oramas every single month featuring different items here at the store. This month, we're doing the Action Man sale. What's the Action Man sale? Every single action figure I've got in the store is buy two, you get a third one free. That's McFarlane Spawn, McFarlane Sports Figures, DC Direct, manga action figures, kids action figures, gaming action figures, Marvel Select. All of my action figures are buy any two, you get a third one free here at Alternate Reality. Don't you miss it. And this month, the Action Man sale goes on from March 8th through the 12th here at Alternate Reality. Buy any two action figures, get a third one free. Alternate Reality is located at 3149 West 111th Street. That's the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in Chicago, the beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood neighborhood. You can always reach us at 773-881-HERO or at the store's website, www.myalternatereality.com.